from an explosion. Tom, we got you this far.
Where's Helen Karen?
There was a mech on our tail. Couldn't wait. How far to the school? Quarter mile, maybe less.
You two go on.
What about you?
I'm going after him.
At least come with us for weapons and reinforcements.
Oh, there's no time. What were you thinking, Mike?
Guinea pig is a guinea pig is a guinea pig? Yeah. Not that funny, huh? Look at that time. 11:40. What's that? 15th or 22nd is 1 week. The 29th is 2 weeks. The 6th is 3 weeks. Tomorrow's the 13th. And that is, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Which is 1 lunar month. 1 lunar month. Obviously. But, oh no. When they say top of the morn, and it's AM. AM is morning. That's a sign of the time. You know. Sign of the time. Top of the morn. Would be 12 a.m. Right? Because, anyway. Hold on. Ooh. That's right. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. He tells us scary stories. You know, get around the campfire. Around campfire. You know, go around a campfire. That's how do you get that off there? Oh, there. It's just auto. So, sit around the campfire. Imagine. Sit around the campfire. Wait, what's that? What's that? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh, snap it. Oops, hold on. Because I didn't do this. Sunday. And we're gonna go for 4. Fast and 40. Ugh. 4:30? Maybe 4:20. 4 hours and 36 minutes. Oh, I'm not delaying, procrastinating. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, it just changed. Just dropped. No, not seeing a compass. So, that's seconds. Oh. No. Alright. To the story. Not reading it from a book. It's on the fly. Just kind of been working on it a little bit. Thinking about it. Thinking. So, oh, look at that. Ah, look at that. Boom. That's the porch light. Halloween. We ready for Halloween. Should probably try to adjust it so that the motion sensor gets triggered. Oh no, this is an interesting story. What time is it? It's important. Look at that. It's already been 9 minutes. Oh. So, a story. Trying to keep with the timeline of, history. They say, you ever heard the phrase, history books, histories, the myths, the legends, the storytellers. How many stories kind of include, dinosaurs, the Brea tar pits, or giant. There's no such things as giants. Go to the museum, see a big reconstructed bone endoskeleton, kind of endoskeleton, kind of exoskeleton, kind of. KT event. So like, not many stories about the dinosaurs, There's a hole in the ozone layer. How'd that get there? KT event. I mean, you hear about the flood. Big, huge flood. Why did the flood happen? Okay. So the KT event. Huge asteroid. How big was the asteroid? I mean, they got the dimensions. That's in the storybooks, but that's from... and only... I mean, when did they go... Oh, but that was in that documentary. And, how many keep your study notes? And remember which notebook, study notebook, contained the study notes from that, So there was a documentary. It's out there somewhere. That kind of goes, this is the remnants of the crater from the KT event. They got that. Then all the, before the Google satellite imaging, military was always playing with it. So now you see KT event asteroid crater. It's just a big dent. Yeah, it's kind of like Super Mario Brothers, the first movie, but see, on that one, you had that K event asteroid, and you were just on the very top of it, because it somehow had a cave. Like it sunk in, but it sunk into, I guess, a crevice, and the crevice roof, that portion of it survived. I don't know. That's a Super Mario Brothers story. And you stuck the key in one, and then poof, you're in on the other dimension. But it was identical. Here, this is reality. Dealing with reality. Some of the names have been changed, but now KT event asteroid, because ozone layer. That's a physical, manifestation of something, proof of life, or sign of the time. Magnetic field, solar winds. So yeah, magnetic field helps support the ozone layer. But how big was that asteroid? And I mean, how did it burned a hole in the ozone? Was that the comet tail? Asteroid tail? When does it become a comet and an asteroid? If it's a comet, it doesn't come in the atmosphere. Moment it enters the atmosphere, it's an asteroid? Or is that Pluto's a planet and reconsider because the size? All the planets growing and Pluto's growth is stunted. It's like going, I'm not growing anymore. No, not getting any bigger. You all want to grow? Go ahead, grow. But no, Pluto's, is that the thing? Because reconsidering the size. So it was, and then you're going to move that barrier. So anyway, KT event, asteroid. How much time? Because I'm not reading it from a book. It's on the fly. Okay. Oh, dang. That's a long time. And it's many moments, many minutes. KT event asteroid. And you've heard the story of, I'm going to knock you into tomorrow. I'm going to knock you into yesterday. I'll knock you into next week. I hit you so hard, your descendants gonna feel it. And then it's an argument of whether the ancestors or the descendants gonna feel it worse or more. How it'll be a ripple effect. But no, KT event, asteroid, comes in, and it hits. Here, it's a crater, and you could find little scatterings of the actual asteroid, comet, shell of it might have blown apart and or whatever survived, but the main heart of that asteroid, because let's say it was a living, conscious asteroid, so, and it hit, but, and you can do a choose your own adventure type storyline here, and gravity, once it hits the atmosphere and the Earth's gravity pulls it, like how sharp is that arc? How sharp does that arc really go? Where once, and then it's just a straight plummet drop. When you watch the sundial, it's, ooh, look, the shade. You watch the tree and the shade that the tree, because how'd you get a sundial? I watched the tree, the shadow of the tree. So, asteroid comes down, arc, the rotation, was it counter rotation? Was it going with the rotation? Did it kind of go, this is where the wobble comes from? Because the atmosphere was much different back then. Higher nitrogen, or whatever the concentration is. Could really dive into the science and the study of the prehistoric times on, because how'd you get a sample? Plants bigger, the you can go on the bone, and maybe that's how they know about the atmosphere. Or hey, the mammoth, the woolly mammoth discovered in the ice, entirely with the buttercups in the belly. It's like going, that's the only way. And that you still have, because it was in the middle of grazing when flash ice age, and so undigested buttercups protected within the woolly mammoth's stomach. And so you know the oxygen, because the air in the woolly mammoth's lungs. There you go. You only have a limited sample. So I mean, how do you really let the air out of that bag? Because I mean, that's a consideration too. How do you keep the lungs with the oxygen tank storage in there so that you can test what the atmosphere was like, the environment? Is it atmosphere? Anyway, so asteroid, it's here, and it's like timeline split. Maybe this would be Back to the Future 2. We see the timeline split, but it's not like exactly like in Back to the Future 2 where it's one linear line and then just a single branch from a point going down to another linear line. No. It's more like the flux capacitor, but you gotta tick it. What would that be? 90 degrees. So instead of it looking like a Y, it you know, like for the timeline, it splits that way. And so now from that one point, and instead of angular, just have it go linear line to like a what would that look like? A three-way stop from that one point. But you might want to have that, depending on which one you favor. Like the asteroid hits, and the outer shell breaks up, blows up, whatever doesn't fall off during the falling sky. See, and so then the asteroid came through the atmosphere, but it was like the sonic boom that put the hole in the ozone layer. That's a interesting idea. But CO2 content burning off a hole in the ozone layer. It's like going, and where's that hole located over? And why is there only one hole? Anyway, asteroid. So the KT event asteroid. And now instead of one Earth, it's the first time of another dimension, because it's way before Noah's Ark. Way before Noah's Ark. Noah's different design, construct. Because they say you found Cro-Magnon Man and trying to find the missing link. Apparently there's a missing link, and apes, but Lucy, remember Lucy is supposed to have the genetic, so find Cro-Magnon Man that's close to the DNA. Oh, look at the time. It's 3 minutes past top of the hour. Okay. So now there's another dimension. perhaps not a parallel reality. So I guess question, what's the dimension? Ooh. And that's another thing. When you go with the rotation or to tilt, the direction, like, knock the earth, not just and how the rotation occurs, but opposite. Retrace your steps. When you want to find what you lost, retrace your steps. You misplaced something, so you want to try to find it. Good place to start. Retrace your steps. So when the KT event asteroid came in and it hit here, it blew up. The outer shell blew up, but the heart of it, the core of it, stuck with the other. You keep what you kill, sort of scenario. Kind of playing on that out notion. So one Earth continues rotating, a slight delay, perhaps. Hits, boom, delay. And on the other one, it starts going, retrace your steps. So the entire solar system is not affected by this one KT event asteroid. Look at 2 minutes have passed. So only the Earth and the Moon, the Moon kind of, it becomes a trinity now, because the Earth and the Moon is kind of like a bipolar scenario. But now KT event, the heart of that KT event asteroid, shooting star, comet, it's physical. You can touch it, but you gotta. And that one is the only that is going in the opposite direction of the other planets. The entire solar system, it works this way. They're all going in this direction, and it's kind of like a whirlpool. But after the KT event, in that other universal construct, it's the only Earth that's going around in the opposite direction. And it has the heart, the core, the conscious, living asteroid, because it's kind of like, gotta wipe it out. Some of the dinosaurs are there, going in reverse. So it's not like a time stopper or anything, but so KT event asteroid still there. You can build on how the Ice Age, which it kind of leads up into the whole, how'd the flood happen? Well, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Why did it rain for 40 days, 40 nights? It must have gotten really hot somewhere. Oh, what was that? What was that? Did you hear that? I heard a buzzing. Oh. Did you hear that buzzing? There was a buzzing, like vibrator thingy going off. And then was that a car? What flew by the sensor? Oh no. Anyway. Okay. Oh no. Dang it. Where's night vision mode? What is that? Auto framing? Okay. Framing off. Okay. Not playing with that no more. Okay, there we go. Wait. What direction is this again? Okay. Where were we? KT event. 2 asteroids. 1, just the outer shell. Remnants. And whatever dinos that did not survive that flash, because it happened in flash. And boom, 1 second. 1 second, not second. Second. You know, you would say hour, minute, seconds? No. That's reading left to right. You read time differently. You've got to read it right to left. You write it out left to right, but when you read it, it's right to left. So you got seconds, then minutes, then hours. You know? Bam, 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 bam. Domino effect. So, you know, KT event, going round and round and round. You know, one Earth continues as we do in this with the other planets and solar system. So, you know, the other Earth and Moon, go in reverse. And they're still going in reverse. So, but that one has the physical asteroid still in the crater, filling the crater. You know, it's just there. But it's conscious, it's living asteroid. You know, one of the, you know, and how is this possible? There you go, a consciousness, a sentience, for if that's what you favor. You know, not sure of. But anyway, so huge ice age, 40 days, 40 nights. Well, where'd the rain come from? Where did the water go back to? There you go, right there. I mean, 40 days, 40 nights. That's how many months? A lunar calendar. Real easy with the lunar calendar. A month and it's a little over a week. Is it a week and a half? Is a week and a quarter? I mean, how exact is 40 days, 40 nights? Anyway, that's how long it rained for. It got flood. Boom. Okay, so how did it happen? Anyway, main point with this KT event leading up to the crucifixion. And so Jesus says it is done. And as his head falls to his chest, as it is, that 1 second split, that's why if the Earth is in reverse rotation, it kind of really fouls up this part of the storyline. So the KT event asteroid not causing the second Earth moon to reverse rotation, like orbit around the sun. You know, instead of doing it, it stays in line and it just knocks the second Earth moon 1 second back. You know, it does time travel. You know, kind of why you put a back angle instead of a forward angle, which is an angled, slightly to the side, like left side, rather than angling it further down the right if you're going to draw out the timeline. KT event hits, you draw a line straight up, and we continue on, and on the same dot for the KT event, slightly to the side, like back left, you know, 1 second, and timeline. So, in that 1 second after Jesus says it's done, and his head starts to fall to his chest, that's when the consciousness shift. Say, well, where did Jesus go? Well, they switched. The KT event, living conscious asteroid, and Jesus' consciousness, they shifted. They just swapped, kind of like that Freaky Friday or that type of movie. Their because is the consciousness the essence? But see, that's consciousness and essence are kind of different as well. Essence is more physical, whereas the consciousness is what? Or spiritual, metaphysical, you know. I think therefore I am. And, well, anyway. So they switch for however long, you know, the 3 days till they switch back. Sounds like an interesting. Oh, look, 15 minutes past the top of the hour. Anyway, there's now 3 weeks and 6 solar cycles coming across 4 weeks. I love you. Larissa, please hug and kiss our children for us. I'm gonna attempt to conk out. Later.